Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina. I'm the makeup enthusiast. In this video, I'm here to share with you my next update on my Team Project pan. I have all my products in my basket in front of me here. This is all of them. I have some mixed progress. Like I have a few products that I'm actually really excited to show you my update on, but then some we're just like bumbling along. So if you want to see how I'm going on my products in this project, then stay tuned. But before you get into the video, if you are new around here and you love watching project panning videos, make sure you subscribe down below, and that way you'll get notified when all my updates go live. And without further ado, let's jump on into it. All right, as I said, bit of a mixed like bag in terms of my progress at the moment. I have managed to use up a few items again, which I'm very excited about. I'm very happy to share those with you. And we also have like, you know, the category that always is a struggle for me. I am smashing goals in that category at the moment. Now, when I was like gathering all my products again and chucking them into the basket, I feel like I'm starting to get a really small amount of products in this project. So I might have to have a think around and have a hunt around in my collection and my bathroom and stuff to see if there's any other products that I want to like throw in this project just to bulk it out a little bit more. In saying that, I now remember that last month I said I was going to hunt around and see if there was another primer that I wanted to work on. I haven't done that exploration yet, so there's no primer coming into the project still, so I'll keep you posted for next month. Moving into the foundation category, I'm currently working on 2 foundations and neither of them are used up just yet. So I'm working on my MAC Studio Radiance MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Radiant Sheer Foundation. It's basically the new name for MAC Face and Body Foundation. I hate how long they have made the name, but it is what it is. For this one, I think I've only used it like once because I've only dropped 0.06 of a gram, which is either I've only used it once because I only usually use like 2 or 3 drops of this when I use it, or it's my scales are throwing weird numbers. So it could be one of the two. I'm gonna say that I used it. Okay, I'm gonna say that I used it. And then my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I rotated this one in last month and I feel like I'm nearly finished this one. So I used 8.12 grams of this one. Last month it was sitting at like around 104 grams. Now it's down under 100 grams, sitting at 96 grams. So I have used quite a lot of this one. I've been using this every day as like my go-to work foundation. I decided to stop using this as like my special occasion foundation just because it was starting to get older. I was like, I want to make sure I'm using this before it goes bad, so I may as well just start using it as my daily foundation. Now that I've been doing that recently, it's sitting like, I've probably got maybe this like tiny little bit left. It's sitting like down around here somewhere. So I think that I'll have this one finished by the next update, and then I'll have to decide what foundation to work on next. And especially given I used 8 grams over the last month, I definitely think that I will have this one done by when we update next. Okay, my concealer. So I'm currently working on my Glossier Stretch Concealer. I have the color G12. Now it's starting to get a dip. It's starting to get quite a good dip going in there. This one's gonna last me ages. I don't love this though. I will continue to wear it just like as my work concealer, but I definitely won't repurchase this one. I just don't think it really is good enough for my liking, and I do find that it can crease a little bit and it doesn't quite give me like the coverage that I want under my eyes. So I would not purchase this again, but I do want to use it up, and as you can see, I have a bit of a dip going. I am a little bit disappointed by how little the weight has dropped by. It's only dropped by 0.72 of a gram. So like 3/4 of a gram I've used in a month, which this net weight is 4.8 grams. So by that calculation, it's going to take me like 6 months. Am I calculating that right? Probably not, but it's going to take a lot of months. That's what it means. So I may be able to get it done by the end of the year, but I think that there will still be some left in the pot by the time the project finishes at the end of the year. Moving into face powders, you guys know, as always, I'm working on my Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder. For this one, I use 0.22 of a gram. It still looks exactly the same. I don't know. I think maybe like if I continue to use it as much as I'm using it, there might be a chance that I might be able to hit pan, or I might see pan in like one little spot somewhere by the end of the year. But it's a lot of powder, and I only use a really small amount each time I use it. So it's gonna last me quite a while. And then my first empty for this update is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. You guys may remember last month I rolled this one in. I had repressed it and I said that I would easily have it finished by the next update. And as you guys can see there, I have managed to do that. I do want to repurchase this powder because I love having this powder in my collection, and it's a great little like compact powder to throw in your purse if you want touch-ups. I usually like take it with me if I'm going out to dinner, or I have like an event on, like a wedding or something like that. I'll take it with me. On the everyday general basis, just for work, I don't bother touching up. I just could not be bothered. I am lazy when it comes to reapplication or like touching up of things at work. Given I've used up that Charlotte Tilbury powder, I am going to rotate in another powder. I'm going to rotate in my Juvia's Place face powder. Now I did repress this one earlier today. Prior to that, it was just like only around the edges. It hasn't quite dried yet. As you can see, it's quite dark. So I am going to rotate this one in. I think given the amount that was left in the pan after I crushed it all up, I think that this might be maybe like 2 months and I will have it finished. Just depends on also how well I repressed it. If I repressed it very lightly, it will probably fly through. But I think I pressed it fairly decently. So there's that one. My NARS eyeshadow primer, I use 0.44 grams of this one. This one continues to be like a full-on doe foot every time I pull this one out. So I think it's going to be quite a while before this one is anywhere close to being finished up. I think now I'm almost at the point of I've used up a total of 2 grams of this product, and it says it's a net weight of 8 grams in total. So we have a very, very long way to go on this one before I am anywhere near having it finished. As I said, I think a couple of updates ago, it might get to the point maybe by the end of the year where I want to like depot it into another pot. But now, like looking at the numbers, I don't even think I'm going to be at that point by the end of the year. So we'll just play it. Eyeshadow primer is a little bit of a boring one to track, isn't it? Because you make such little progress each month. Another boring product to track, my Benefit Browsing. Now I used, are you kidding me? This is saying I used 0.04 of a gram of this product this month. And I use this every goddamn day. So I am disappointed to see the number. As you can see in here, I'm working on the powder side, which is this side here. Now I've kind of like sectioned off a little bit down in this bottom corner here, and that's what I'm working on at the moment. I think maybe by the next update, I might have hit pan in that like corner bit there. I'm slowly working the level down, and now I'm like working it towards the corner. So maybe by the next update, I don't think I'm gonna have the corner completely cleared out, but I think we might have more silver pan in this section here. So yeah, this brow powder, it's gonna take me like 3 years or something to get through. There's that one. Moving along into lip products. Now I've had a fairly successful month when it comes to lip products, in my opinion. So you may remember last month I still had my NARS Fast Lane, or NARS Afterglow lip balm in Fast Lane. Now I scooped out the product that was in this one into a sample pot. I scooped that one out a couple of months ago. I'm happy to report that I finally finished up the product that was in that sample pot. I am not showing you the sample pot because I have since emptying it out, I've refilled it with another product. And that other product is my my Lana Lips Tinted Lip Balm. I recently got to the point where this was getting really difficult to squeeze it out of the tube. So I cut it open, scooped everything out, and this is what is left. I have a bit left in here. When I emptied it out, this one was full, but I've slowly been working through it. I think this one will be finished by the next update. Also, speaking of scooping things out and having them finished, I have some good news to report. So this is my L'Oreal Colorish lipstick in 630. Since the last update, I've managed to wear the bullet down to the little plastic insert bit, and it started scraping on my lips. So I kind of cracked the shits one day. And I scooped everything out into this little sample pot. This is everything that was like down in the bottom of the bullet. So I've scraped everything out of this and into this sample pot. And I'm actually now rolling this one out of this project because I have rolled this back into my Partners in Cream project pan, because for the remainder of this lipstick, my plan is to use it as a cream blush. So that's the plan. That's why it's rolling out of this project. I am actually wearing this today on my cheeks as a cream blush, and you know, I haven't been hating how it has looked lately. So I've been pleasantly surprised of like how I've been going with using this one. I think it's going to take me a good number of months because there was a lot of lipstick left in the bottom of that bullet, but I am making progress. I made a little faux pas and I actually left my Fenty lip gloss at work. I haven't finished it yet, but I am making progress. I think there's a potential that I could have that one done by the next update because I've been a little bit more consistent with reapplying it at work. So I'm hopeful that next update I will have the Fenty gloss done and I will hopefully be able to roll in a new lip gloss to replace that one. Now, given that I have used up my L'Oreal Colorish lipstick, I am going to rotate in a new bullet lipstick. Now I'm rotating in the Too Faced lipstick in Spice Spice Baby. I have, I think, rolled this into a project previously, and I also think I have previously panned an entire one of these. I think I somehow managed to get 2 of them, but this is how much is left of this bullet. Now, I did apply this today and it was quite like creamy and soft. So I'm hopeful that maybe that's an indication that I might fly through this. Wishful thinking, I know, but I will measure this one, I will weigh it, and we'll track and see how long it takes me to have it finished. Given I've already made a decent amount of progress on it, I don't know if you could see that in there, how much I've already used. Given I've already made that much progress on it from previous uses, I think that's given me a little head start and it might allow me to have this one completely finished by the end of the year. Next up, we have our nail polish items, and I currently only have 2 nail polish items in the project. That is my Holo Taco One Coat Black nail polish. Now, in relation to this one, I haven't used this one at all since the last update. I really haven't been painting my nails lately. They have been in really bad condition still. So I've just been letting them breathe. I've just been letting them just try and kind of like heal themselves. I've been really stressed, like really stressed over the last like probably 8 months now. I've been doing 2 jobs at work, so it has been really stressful trying to juggle 2 jobs. So I think now that it's like I'm starting to not be as stressed, it's like my body's really starting to be like, hang on a minute, like just calm your tits, like just calm down and take a breather. So I think it's like all starting to catch up on me, and I'm hopeful that maybe my nails will start to bounce back sometime soon, given that I am not under as much stress as I was previously. I also have my secret cuticle oil in the project. This one is taking far too long. So I still haven't finished it, as you can see, but I have made some more progress. I used 0.73 of a gram of this one this past month. I'm I'm getting there. It's taking very, very long, but as long as I'm continuing to use some each month, I think it would be nice if I could get the progress up to maybe like a gram each month, but that's not possible at the moment. I will continue to use it. I need to remember to put this back on my bedside table as soon as I finish this update, and I think that will make sure I remember to use it more regularly. I have been working on 5 fragrances since it's been like 3 or 4 months now I've been working on these fragrances. So starting off, we do have an empty this month, and that comes from my Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush perfume spray. This was one of the little mini sample sizes. As you can see there, I've managed to get that one completely used up. It's another Sol de Janeiro body spray out of the collection, which is exciting to see. I'll quickly mention these two because I haven't used these ones at all, because I was really like laser focused trying to get this one finished this past month. Once I got that finished, I was focusing on these two. So I didn't use these two at all. It's my Maison Paris Aqua Celestia perfume. I've been really like squirreling this one away because I love the smell of it so much. And I also haven't used the DS & Durga Plumes perfume oil. I have, however, used these two. So this is the Ellis Brooklyn Florist perfume. As you can see here on my little tracking lines, I did manage to use up a decent amount again this past month. So tracking that progress, I think that there's a potential that I could have this one done by the next update. And I think now, given that I have finished this one, I think this one might be my next like focus perfume to try and use up. I also made some progress on my Byredo Blanche perfume, but not as much as I have in the past, just because I was really focusing on trying to use up the Sol de Janeiro. So as you can see there, I only used like a really small amount, but still some progress. So in terms of weight, the Byredo I used 1.37 grams, and the Ellis Brooklyn I used 2.54 grams. So I think that I'll definitely have the Ellis Brooklyn done by the next month. The Byredo, I don't think I'll quite have finished, but I think maybe I could have maybe like half of this one done. So it'll be getting very close to being finished. I am a glutton for punishment, but I am going to rotate in another one of these Sol de Janeiro body sprays. This is my last mini. So I still have a full size in my collection. This is the last mini. I keep getting these in like Makeup Beauty loops and like sample stuff. So I am gonna rotate this one in to try and have this one finished up too. I just wanna have it done by the end of the year, I think. But I'm not gonna have this one as my focus perfume just yet. I think for this month, my focus one is going to be the Ellis Brooklyn, followed by the Byredo, and then this one will come in third. So still gonna work on 5 perfumes. Like I said, I'm a glutton for punishment. And moving on into the last category, which is hair care products. And I have another 2 empties. I'm so excited. This year has been so good for me for hair care products. So we're going to start off with the first one, which is probably one of the more exciting ones because this product has been taking me a while to get through. You guys have been here for the long haul, watching me trying to pan this product. This is the KMS Flat Out Straightening Cream. I managed to get this one finished this month. I'm so happy to see this one gone. That's how much I'm happy to see it gone. I'm not even going to try to pick that one up because it's like in amongst my cables down there. So I'm happy to see that one gone. I have managed to completely finish it up. Now that I don't have that product in my collection anymore, I am really going to try, this is like my goal for the rest of the year. I really want to try and like get my curly hair back, like my natural curly hair. So now that I have like the straightening product out of my collection, basically the rest of my styling products are all like targeted for curly hair, or like curl building serums, like defining gels for curls. So I am really going to try and get my curly hair back. Today, this is like natural. Today was my like hair washing day because I went to the gym this morning. This is my natural air dried hair after obviously applying curling products. So I think I'm slowly like managing to get my curly hair back. It's still not like what it used to be, but I think if I keep working with it and I keep like nurturing the curly hair process, I might be able to get back to my natural, like, beautiful curly hair. I have, with that endeavor, been working on my Davines curl building serum. I don't think I'm gonna get this one finished at all this year, but I want to try and get it down to like around the 100 grams. So I used 6.5 grams this month. Not great. If I want to get this down to 100 grams, I need to be using like 10 or more grams of this a month. I think though, maybe now that I'm like really determined and focused on the curly hair regime, I might be using this more. So I normally wash my hair like 2 to 3 times a week. So if I do that and I'm using this 2 to 3 times a week for 4 weeks, that's like a lot of uses. So I think if I'm dedicated to doing that, I will definitely be able to get the at least 10 grams used up every month. Like 6.5, that's pretty good effort, but it's not as much as I need it to be if I am hopeful, or if I'm gonna get anywhere close to having it down to 100 grams by the end of the year. And I also managed to use up this hairspray. When I rolled this one in, I think I rolled it in last month, I did say that there was only a really small amount left in the bottle, and I just kind of rotated it in to encourage myself to just continue to use it and get it to the point where it's used up. And I managed to do that. It's the Sidel Raspberry Punch hairspray. This is a terrible hairspray, but I had it in my collection and I was determined to use it up, so I did manage to get that one done, but I would not recommend this at all. And also the sprayer on this went bad so many times. Last but not least is my dry shampoo. This is the NAC Dry Clean Shampoo. I used 22.42 grams of this one. This bottle is now sitting under 100 grams. It's sitting at 97.63 grams. I think this one probably only has a couple more months left on it and it will be completely finished. Given I've used up this hairspray, obviously this guy's coming back in, so I will keep you updated on how this one goes. I don't think I'm going to use this one all that much though, because I'm trialing using like a gel product to clump my curls together. So unless I need it to be like a hold style, I probably won't use this one all that much, but I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know next month, and I'll see if there's been any way that I've decided to use it regularly. Last but not least, I have a couple of samples. I don't have that many samples this month to show you, but we'll go through them. So I've got the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. This was just a teeny tiny little mini. The Goldfaden MD Bright Eye Dark Circle Radiance Concentrate. This was actually quite a nice, it just felt really nice around the eyes. I didn't really see any noticeable difference, but in saying that, I don't really have dark circles around my eyes. The Kiehl's Facial Fuel Energizing Scrub. My husband used this one up. It was actually really quite nice because it had a bit of a like pepperminty, mentholy, like tingliness to it. Well, it smelled quite nice. He enjoyed it. He didn't argue with it. And then I used up the other sample that I had of the Christoph Robin Aloe Vera Express Mask, which I quite like, but I won't buy the full size. And last but not least, I used up another sample of the Hourglass. Which foundation is this? This is the Hourglass Vanish Foundation, I think it is. This was in the color Shell. Now you guys may remember I said a couple of updates ago that I want to try and use up at least 6 of my foundation samples. This is number 1. I need to pull my finger out if I want to use up another 5. So there is that one. So my sample total now for the year is at 48. Still not going great, but we are almost at the halfway mark. I had a look through my samples, my little sample box today. There's a few samples in there that maybe I could like easily knock over pretty quickly, but there is also samples that will take me a very long time to get through. So I don't think I'm gonna get my 100 samples done this year, but I'm just gonna continue to chip away at them. So that's my update on my team project pen. Let me know down in the comments how you are doing and how you are doing on your project pens. If there are any particular products that you're trying to focus on or any categories in your collection that you're focusing on this year, let me know how you're doing with them down in the comments. If you did enjoy this update, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new around here and you love watching project panning videos, or you love watching project panning videos just to motivate you to use our products in your collection. That's why I love watching project panning videos. I always feel like they give me a bit of motivation to use what I already have in my collection. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, beautiful.